Hey, yeah, what's up? This disciple Marcello Currents Rain. What's up? So, this is part two on my brother portrayed me because his ex-wife lusted after me. So, excuse me. So basically, the whole thing is that his wife lusted after me at a 4th of July party in 2010. Like, she couldn't control her thoughts. It's the real reason I believe, my brother betrayed me, because it didn't make any sense otherwise. We had a totally healthy relationship. Remind you, we grew up smoking weed together. I'm just saying, this is before I was, walking with the Lord. We grew up smoking weed together for years and years and years. And, so much happened where I even would, was willing to do crimes to protect his life. Was willing to do a crime to protect his life. Yeah, those was crimes, plural. And so for all that background that we had, it didn't make sense for him to do that, except for what I thought. I thought about it, I was like, man, that's exactly what it is. And I'm sure other family members heard it. They don't want to admit it, that it held that much weight, but it was undeniable. And this when the energy changed between the energy my brother had for his wife changed after that significantly, to the point where he made her leave literally 2 years later. And his energy towards me changed. Now, let me go ahead and speed you up. She leaves, right? I move in the same day, not knowing he holding this against me. Remind you, it's June 2012, so 4th of July is coming up. He's reminded every 4th of July. I'm now realizing this after I look back. He's been thinking about this every 4th of July. So 4th of July comes and I'm there with him. I'm living there with him. His wife done left with their newborn child and went back to her family. All right? So I'm watching the fireworks and everything, just enjoying it. He's cooking. It's his place. I'm watching the fireworks. He tells me, oh, you being like a kid, liking the fireworks and all this stuff. He tells me this. Then he takes the TV and the DVD player upstairs, and for the 4th of July, that whole day, I had nothing to do or entertain myself with. And he had no real reason to be angry at me. We didn't have a crazy argument. We wasn't about to fight. But yeah, he took the TV and the DVD player upstairs while I think I was outside looking at the fireworks at the time. The only thing that makes sense is it's still drawing back to what happened on the 4th of July, 2010, which was out of my hands. I wasn't doing nothing retarded. I was just being me, charismatic, being who I was. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't me doing nothing weird to turn her on. You know what I'm saying? That was her. That's who she was. A lustful person. So, but yeah, that was another clue. You know what I'm saying? Now that happened before he hit on my girlfriend. That was 2012 when he took the DVD and the TV upstairs on July 4th, 2012. That was 2 years. 2 years. And then he did that move. So he did that first, treated me awful, 2012, 4th of July. Then 2 years later, he pursued one of my girlfriends. So see, this was in his head. This all these years, all this time, it never went away. You know what I'm saying? And it took me time to figure out why all of this was going on. So his next step was he went to the police and started telling them, and the black community, and started telling them like I'm a sexual deviant. So now the police, Charlotte-Mecklenburg police, is now communicating with the Tampa police, because I moved down there back and forth because my son is down there. And honestly, I wanted to stay down there. So if I had got up on my feet down there, I'll be in a place where my son could see me and everything like that. I was married down there in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? So, but because of what my brother said to particularly the Charlotte-Mecklenburg police, they communicated with the other police and were watching me and were watching what I was doing. This is a fact. There were police doing their synchronicity was too on timing with me. They wasn't protecting me. This was like 2007. This is 2007, and every other time I went down there after that. The energy was funny, the police was funny, and everything. And I believe he also joined the Illuminati. You know, and he joined the Illuminati, and he joined a witch coven. Like I told you on the other videos, he told me this. He volunteered this information that he went to a witch coven. So that means he could have been practicing all type of black magic against my life, or had others doing it. Remind you, he cannot forgive his wife. Okay? Now, if I was a sex deviant, if he felt that I was this way, look at our history. I move in with him. Now, why would you let somebody move in with you that you esteem as a sex deviant? Who would go that far? Also, who would let them see their newborn babe? He let me see his newborn baby. He invited me to come see his newborn baby. Now, would you let somebody come see your newborn baby that you esteemed as a sex deviant? Would you let them touch your baby? If you felt they was a pedophile or a deviant of some type, would you let them touch your baby? The baby, his child, is the greatest proof that he did not feel that way about me. Would you go that far? If I felt someone was sexually deviant, I would not let them touch my child. That's just goes with that. That's common sense. We all would react like that. There's no way. So what I'm trying to show you is from me living with him in 2012 and me seeing his son born. What that was, 2011, I think, or 2012. It was between 2011 and 2012 his son was born. So for me living with him and his son being born, do you think a person esteems somebody to let them live with them now and let me see his son born? Let me come to the hospital. Who would do that? So I'm trying to show you from his actions, that's not how he felt. With the history that's between me and him, that's not how he felt. You don't feel that way about somebody and then come let them see your newborn child. That's just unheard of. That's the biggest proof he did not feel that way. No one would do that. Because you would feel that person is tainting your child. That's what you would feel. So see, that's the greatest proof. Okay? That he did not feel that I was a sexual deviant, therefore he didn't have a reason to go to the police acting like I was a sexual deviant. You know, he cannot say that I literally, physically touched him. We took baths together, and we slept in the same bed. He cannot give you, as kids, and he cannot give you an account of me physically touching him. Physically, like with my hands. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Were you physically touched by my hands? Okay then. Then you have no reason to be painting pictures and twisting things to make it seem like someone is a sexual deviant. When I done took baths with you, and you have no account of nothing happening with all them baths I took with you. All them times I slept in the bed, you have no accounts. So nothing else you really could be saying can hold any weight. Every time I took baths with you, hello, that's when you're naked. Nothing happened? Okay. Slept in the bed with you, hello, nothing happened? Whatever you saying, and no sexual contact, physically? But that was all done because his ex-wife showed lust in front of everybody and made him feel humiliated. That's the motive. So all you people that's been supporting him, this is what he did. That's what I'm letting you know. This is why he did it. Why you getting puzzled in your mind and don't know why, because you should have asked me. That's why I don't feel sorry for y'all. I don't feel sorry for you because you should have came to and heard both sides of the story. Because now look at your community. You got COVID-19 everywhere. You're suffering. You're suffering real bad. You know what I'm saying? And I know why. I know exactly why you're suffering. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't just do whatever you want to do in life. And I think America thought that because their history shows the things that they have done in the past, that they could just play around me like that. It didn't work. It didn't work. You are suffering for the things that you have done against a prophet of God. Yeah. Now you owe me money. And until that $505 million come, it's not no peace. That's how much this country owes me. I don't care who's who or what, who's what, whatever. This country owes me $505 million. That's what I want. So you negotiate among yourselves who's gonna do what, because that's what you owe. You can think I'm crazy, but if I don't get my money, nothing changes. You can think I'm crazy. COVID ain't crazy. It's real. Okay? So, back to the story about what happened with my brother. So after all this happened, yeah, man, pursued one of my women, tried to have sex with one of my girlfriends, telling her she had this is graphic, but I gotta tell you. So, telling her that she got a big clitoris on the text. That's what the text actually said. Yeah, this is a friend of the family. This is somebody that went over and seen my brother move into his house. as a couple, me and her together in the same car as a couple, like as boyfriend girlfriend. We go to his house before his wife was even like before they even moved in. That's who she was to the family. That part. So so what would make someone go out their way to do that except for his wife lusted after me? For him to pursue somebody that came in his house and seen his house and that's disrespect to her. She felt disrespected. But she was loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's the motives for why he made up all this stuff. Like I told you, me and him as kids took baths together. We slept in the same bed. He cannot give you any accounts of anything funny ever happening in a bathtub. Now, if there was anything funny between me and him, obviously it would have happened there. No funniness. We grew up smoking weed together. If anything was funny between me and him, as far as I goes, obviously being intoxicated, drinking and smoking, it would have happened. Nothing happened. He led y'all on a wild goose chase, and you fell for it. And it's all for a woman. You should have known that. At the bottom, at the back, any ongoing things between men, it's usually gonna be with some woman, dealing with some woman. You should have known. You should have knew that. What's gonna motivate that? What else? Exactly. Somebody that you invested in. I could see why he was upset, but he was upset at the wrong person. This is somebody you invested in. This is somebody that you moved into a house with and had all these memories, all this love, lovey-dovey love and all this stuff. And then they turn around and lust after your brother in front of everybody. So this is why this all happened. That's who you followed. And I confronted him concerning, see, I'm a man. I was a man about my situation. I confronted him about texting my girl and everything. And guess what he said? This is me and him outside the house, no mom, no dad. I confronted him man to man. And we talked about it. That's because that's how I am, man. That's how I am. I came to him and he told me, oh, I will make it up to you. That's what he told me. Yeah. So I'm letting you know, this is the person you're talking to. Now, if he felt that I did him wrong, why would he feel the need to make up anything to me? He would be thinking, oh, we're now even. Not I will make it up to you. Okay? So for all the, I'm just giving you all the misinformation, all the speculations and all these things that you've been told. These are the bottom lines. These are the power truths that trump over whatever else you've been told. No physical contact with him. Slept in the same beds, took baths together, grew up smoking weed together. Okay, to the point, and then he used to also come into my room and sleep on my floor when it like we didn't go to sleep. We were supposed to get up the next morning for school. He would come and bring his covers and sleep on my floor so we could just talk. That's how close we were. Nothing going on there. Okay? Now this is when we were older. I was at least I was getting into high school age. Yeah. And he enjoyed my company so much, he coming into my room with his covers laying on my floor. Just so we could talk. My mom would have to sometimes come in there and make him come out the room. You know what I'm saying? So that was the true history. Now how's somebody gonna feel like you did something to them like that? They've been coming into your room. How are they gonna what I'm saying is how are they gonna act like you're a sexual deviant? This is the picture, this is the image, this is the character. This is what is insinuated. This is what is made to feel like this is what you need to go after. Now, if he felt that way, and this is what you need to go after kind of mentality, like this is what it is, this is what I'm talking about kind of thing. This is what I'm pinpointing. How you gonna be feeling like that? And you coming in my room, we grew up smoking weed, we had baths together, slept in the same bed together. How's you gonna feel like that? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Then I live in your house. Then I see your newborn baby in the hospital. You want me to come? You invite me to do that? It's too much history. That's why I fought the police. Yes, I do. I fought the Charlotte Mecklenburg police. I fought the Illuminati. I fought the Tampa police. Yep, I fought all y'all. I fought the black community that followed that even entertained that. Nah, you should have came and talked to me. I would have told you right what I'm telling you now. I would have told you this exactly like this. So I don't feel sorry for none of y'all. For all the stuff you're going through, all the culture and all you people that's suffering, hey, I can't say I would have did the same thing, especially now. And for you thugs, you definitely know better. You definitely know to hear both sides of any kind of situation before you even get involved or anything. So I know it can't be too many real thugs involved, because thugs don't get involved in half stories, half truths. Half truths is our whole lives. Everybody know that. If you take a piece of a truth and twist it and make it whatever you want it to do fit, to make it whatever you want it to make it fit your narrative, to place these false narratives and insinuations, all you know, that's twisting of things. That's twisting of things to make it and acting like as if that's the like I have a character as a grown man as a sexual deviant. And here he is hitting on my woman. I'm a sexual deviant and you hitting on my woman. Explain that to me. And how y'all thinking that when he pursuing one of my women? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not gonna let America go for that. You gonna have to pay, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have clearly came out and asked me my side of the story. Yeah. If you're gonna be following something, but you thought I was soft, you thought I was somebody that you could play around with. Now look at your country. Yeah, I'm gonna call it like it is. Look at your country now after you played around my life. Yeah, I ain't nobody to play with. I told you that. I've been told you that. So I do not feel sorry for you, because I wouldn't have done that as an honest, genuine person. I don't care what it would have been about. It could have been about 15 million children in the world. Something happened to them. I wouldn't care. I want to know the facts. I want to know all the stories, everything. I want to hear everybody's side. I want to hear it all before I speculate or do anything. Because I don't want to be attached to no foolishness. Period. I don't care who, what it is. I'm not going to be attached to any foolishness. And that's what y'all attached to. Now y'all in trouble. And apologies is not going to work, because apologies are for children, like I've been telling people. Like I tell people in my other videos, apologies are for children. I, as a grown man, can do nothing with an apology. All right, I'm going to come back with part 3 on it.